Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week. Hey, it's that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind. Where a Facebook for the Blind production is the ultimate anal-retentive checkbox monkey's dream job. And it is I, your beloved host, Eric Sizemore. We always like to kick this off during the pandemic because the temporal rift has unstuck most of us in time with a few events from history, so you know where you were when all of these memes were in the big news. And today, of course, the big news everywhere is in another summer rerun, we are leaving Afghanistan again. And I don't know why. We spent like $2 trillion in 20 years, but apparently it wasn't quite enough money or enough time. And it all just folded in like a minute and a half. But if you're wondering why you're having a massive feeling of deja vu all over again, probably that. Oh, and to cap it off, I heard that we're going to surge and send some more troops there because that'll work. I thought probably the most interesting news that's come out recently was watching the trending topic of rapper Eminem's reaction to his child's coming out as gender fluidic. Or I know it's wrong, but you know, whatever. I'm not even gonna try. Rapper Eminem's reaction to his child's coming out as polyvinyl popularized the hashtag M and them. Thank you, Internet. And last but not least, Andrew Giuliani. That was the biggest news all last week. They kept talking about him because his attorney general turned over like a 168-page report detailing all of the sexual harassment. So he resigned, and not because he forced nursing homes to accept COVID-positive patients. It was that. So I think the moral of this story for other politicians out in the world is do not sexually harass people. You gotta kill them. That was the news.
Yay.
Come on, I was like...
I thought you were supposed to do less depressing news from now
on.
on.
Fuck! I forgot a cat picture or an animal story.
Jesus Christ.
Picture!
You know what? So Kelly said that she would tune into the show because in the email it promised cat pictures. She goes, you had me at cat pictures. So what did I waste my time doing? Did I find a cute animal story? No, I loaded another 100
I have a cute animal meme if you want me to go.
I do.
Okay.
Totally.
Mostly because this is kind of how I feel a little bit right now too, so it's appropriate. So the picture that you see before you is two pictures. It's an owl with a duckling in its nest in the tree, and the headline is "Owl mistook a duck's egg for its own and ended up being the mother to a duckling." The duckling looks totally normal. It's a duckling. The owl, however, looks like the world's most exhausted mother. Like it zooms in on the owl's face, and that is an owl that needs like a cigarette and a white wine spritzer immediately. My next one, also an animal one, because I just happened to find it while I was browsing. This is from Facts by Guff, and it's a picture of a chimpanzee that's nibbling on a little something, and it says, after eating certain foods, chimpanzees fart so loudly and so often that researchers can locate them in the forest by following the farts.
What?
Stay tuned for more interesting animal facts. I don't have any yet. I'll find some though. This one is a picture of someone who had gotten some broccoli, and they'd cut it up, and there's little baggies of broccoli in the background, like one might put marijuana in, for example. And they are starting to roll up some broccoli in rolling paper, and it says broccoli is said to be good for joints. So here goes. I thought that was much funnier than the rest of you.
Yay!
This is a personal favorite of mine from recently. It's the kid who is on like a beach in a red shirt and yellow pants, and he's got a gun and he's crying for unknown reasons. And it says, "Me, fuck yeah, eat the rich." It says, "Breaking, Rihanna's officially a billionaire." Me, cut to the kid crying.
That's like Winnie the Pooh.
And I liked this one because it was actually like very inspirational, just with how things have been awful lately. This is from the nothing at KDog 0_. underscore 0. It just said, I told my wife, I'm sorry we have to raise children in these dystopian times. And she recalled a quote she read just today. And it said, never feel sorry for raising dragon slayers in a time where there are actual dragons.
Aww.
And I just think that's a really good fucking quote. These are completely in 0 order since I had no time to organize them. So you just get to
absolutely.
deal with the random kaleidoscope and glitter bullshit that is about to be my fucking memes.
I'm right there with you.
This one is from Soulmate at MN Nate Shamalayalan. I forget how to pronounce his last name. Shyamalan?
Shyamalan?
Whatever. I literally have never pronounced his name once in my entire life correctly. It's like Worcestershire sauce. And the tweet just says, Lollapalooza canceled the baby. Sorry, I don't speak Italian.
Oh.
Which, as a raging homosexual, I found this tweet to just be very fun, honestly. So, there you go. That's my round.
Awesome. So, I had one specifically for you.
Yep. Sorry, I forgot to mute.
No. But I loved you, and I wanted to make sure that I got this just right. Okay. So, because tonight's preparation is lacking all around, we're just going to do round robin rando, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
I literally jumped on here in 3 minutes, so.
And you rocked it because you're awesome, and I love you. All right, so hitting it up. So, in honor of your voice, I saw this one, and I absolutely loved it. This is from Adam Kushner, and it is Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy, and they are dressed up, Kermit as Miss Piggy and Miss Piggy as Kermit, and it is captioned, "Have our sex games become too elaborate?" I love it. I think
so
they're taking
mad about that. It's so good, though.
So, you know that we have often spitballed and talked about doing the show on Thursday nights called Oops, All George Memes.
Oh, right,
Just,
yeah. I was like, when did we fucking talk about that?
Oh, constantly. You know, hey, wouldn't it be neat if we just did a show where we didn't have George there? And here's the funny thing. I think he would come. I think he would attend that show. I think he would attend that show to see which one of his memes we had stolen and to comment on them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I have just a ton of George memes, and I'll just burn through that in random order, and we'll get a little test of what it would be like with George, who's moving today, by the way. This is we have Dr. Manhattan from. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank.
Watchmen.
Watchmen, thank you, sir. And it's he's I don't know, out in space or something. It says, "It is 1919. The world's most feared imperial military leaves Afghanistan in disgrace that heralds its coming irrelevance. It is 1989. The world's most feared imperial military leaves Afghanistan in a disgrace that heralds its coming irrelevance. It is 2021. The world's most yeah. Who could have seen any of this coming, people?" Yeah. Anyway, my favorite from George this week. It is a cartoon. There's a girl who is on her boyfriend's lap, and he has his arms around her, but on the keyboard. And she is saying, "Baby, can you touch me already?" And he's saying, "Hold on. Someone said that socialism sounds good in theory, but never works in practice."
I fucking got into 2 arguments on a video game within the past couple days because I play Final Fantasy 14 online, and my fucking guild, some asshole said that COVID wasn't a big deal, so I tore them a new asshole. And then just today, everyone was talking about how fucking good Chick-fil-A is, and like I said, gay.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I've never eaten bigot chicken before." And they were like, "Oh, why do you call it that?" And I was like, "Mostly because I keep donating to organizations that want me to die in a gutter. But I mean, please enjoy your weird pickle brine chicken, you bastards."
Nice.
I'm not mad about it. It's fine.
You're hilarious. Awesomeness. Oh shit. Okay, got it. Sorry, working out my order. This next one, also a George. These are all George memes. He said, "Wondered why the car blowers didn't seem very effective." You know, his AC, and it's a close-up on his AC vents in the car. It says, "Then realized half of them were set to email instead of bacon." And that actually is what those little icons look exactly like. Americans only love the college experience because it's the only time in their lives they live in walkable communities. Which I thought was awesome. And first commenter was a animation, boom, psh, guy's head exploding. Very nice. This guy whose name is blanked out is saying, I'd rather receive false information and keep my conservative views than receive true information and follow a socialistic agenda. And below him is a picture of a man, and the closed captioning reads, You did it! You broke conservatism down to its bare essentials.
I'd
rather receive false information and keep my preconceived conservative views. Yes. This one was great. George posted this with the caption, Wow, look at these fascists telling on themselves. It's a tweet from Andrew McCarthy, at Andrew C. McCarthy, saying, I actually wore a bandana covering my face, nose down, to go to the bank today. Whole time I'm thinking, I've convicted people on less evidence than this.
Ooh.
The first commenter is Pei, who's saying, You just made a terrifying point about our criminal justice system, which you didn't intend to make. This next one is from Spooglydoo, and it says, Fox News now literally just looks like the shit posts my friends and I make. This fucking rips. And I don't understand what is going on in this picture of Fox News. There's a picture of the guy from The Sopranos in the corner. It says live above it, but that doesn't make sense. And then there's a newscaster, and the chyron below it says, Leftists hate you and your baby.
I mean, depending on who you are, yeah. And fuck your baby too. I don't know. Like,
Leftists hate your baby. This is a classic take on the Leonardo DiCaprio in Django meme with the glass of wine, very self-satisfied and I don't know how to express that. And now he is dressed in robes biblically, and it's labeled Abraham. My favorite two things are probably my foreskin and my son Isaac. And then below it says God. Leonardo. And then it's
oh
captioned,
my god, and then the fucking caption.
Yeah. Remember, God hates the tips of little baby dicks.
Where's Michael when you need him?
You gotta be starting something. You got to be starting something.
There's the quote right there.
Kenneth, I can play more music.
God no, please, God no.
I'm fucking queuing up. I am queuing. Oh, I know what I'll play you.
No, don't.
Now, Mr. Brown, I got a question. In your opinion, when you hear a victim who's going, don't, that means they want to pay you more money to do, don't they? Don't they?
Oh, we're talking about...
What?
There's no code word here. There's no, like...
I'm so confused.
I'm hearing tone. I am hearing a man asking for it. That's what I'm hearing. All right, back to the thing. We see a picture here of a dual tent, sort of two tents connected with a little connector, and there's a little table with an air conditioning unit outside, a very deluxe glam tent, and it is captioned, Buying a house in 2021. That'll be $180,000.
Have you seen the one where it's like the kids like playhouse out in the backyard and they're like Zillow in 2021 be like 1 bedroom studio house or like 1 bedroom everywhere is your bathroom, $250,000.
Dude, my buddy actually, I have a friend of mine in Orlando, and he says there's a single empty lot that he drives by, and on this empty lot is a porta potty. And a sign in front of it says, lot for sale. And there's no utilities. There's no hookups. There's no sidewalks. There's nothing. It's just a plot of dirt in the Orlando vicinity. $375,000.
Oh my god, that's so expensive. And like, if it's in Florida, then like everyone's so close to death, they're probably just gonna spend their money anyway.
Oh, it's like a half acre or something. I think you do get the porta potty for the $375,000. Next George meme. Quote, the lockdown will have demonstrated 3 things. 1, our economy collapses as soon as it stops selling useless stuff to over-indebted people. 2, it is perfectly possible to greatly reduce pollution. 3, the lowest paid people in the country are the most essential to its functioning. Painfully obvious truths. By the way, too, I've decided to clean up my language. I am no longer saying that we have a labor shortage. I am saying we have a wage shortage. Because it turns out, among in the service industries where they're paying better wages, there's no shortage. There's plenty of people there. This one needs a bit of a setup. Andrew Cuomo actually said on screen that he was not perverted. He was Italian.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And this is extra funny because this guy in the photo looks like George. That's the thing. And he's in a kitchen. He's got the lamb chops. He's got the mustache. He's got the big tinted sunglasses. He's wearing an apron, and he's just like laying on top of a guy getting a massage in the kitchen, I guess. He's got a towel over his waist. He's covered in vegetables and things, and it just says, "I'm not perverted. I'm just Italian."
So Cuomo was a cannibal? Is that what's happening?
No. I posted at the bottom, man. Antipasto massage. Nice. Very nice. All right, next George meme from Sabby at Sabido says, instead of freaking out that 2022 is in just 4 months, can we all just agree that time is not real?
It's not.
Time is an illusion.
I would also like to get rid of daylight savings time while we're here then, because
Kill it.
Fucking dumb.
Kill it.
Let me
Kill it with
sleep
fire.
the same amount all year. Why?
Fucking terrible. Did I ever tell you it kills 1,000 people a year? They have calculated out it kills at least 1,000 people a year, and all we could save lives by changing one dumb thing that nobody wants to do anyway. Boom. What? We are not civilized.
There are literally states that ignore it, so.
Time is an illusion, and the only time now is party time. This was pretty fascinating for our show, especially. The world's first meme says that it originally appeared in a 1921 edition of a satirical magazine called The Judge, published by the University of Iowa. I just noticed they put quotes around the University of Iowa, so we might have to look into what that meant.
It's fucking Iowa, so, I mean, I feel like we know exactly what it means.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, these guys on the West Coast think we're a cornfield. They
They're
think
not
I'm
fucking wrong. Everyone says you're from Illinois, and they're like, "Oh, you're from Chicago?" No, you asshole. I'm from the middle of a cornfield that's surrounded by small lakes, and everything smells like fucking soybeans.
Matt, they think we have cows. They think we keep goats.
There's cows around. I know because I'm driving places, and I point at them and say, "Andy, look, cows."
Why are you encouraging them?
I'm not. I'm just saying that there are cows around. It's not like we keep them, but there's cows around. It's a fact of life. I'm so sorry.
He's an apologist.
Anyway, but I absolutely love these two pictures here, because one of them is done in a very, very 1920s style. I don't know what you call this sort of greased, parted in the middle type of hairstyle that he's wearing, and he's got a little tuxedo, outfit thing. And it's captioned, "How you think you look when a flashlight is taken." And then the second one is this sort of slanted, squished up thing. It says, "How you really look." And I'm like, I didn't Google it, actually. It didn't fact check this, because it's not my librarian show. This is my meme show, but there it is. World's first meme, 1921. Maybe?
Maybe.
From my librarian world, this is in the library think tank, which I highly recommend. His mother is talking to her son. He's got his arms crossed very defensively, and it's captioned, "I don't care about the drugs or the alcohol. Just tell me who gave you these Ayn Rand books."
Right.
And lastly, this was a fascinating thread that I got into with George and somebody. Let's see here. Yeah. It's captioned, "Socialism is when Burger King is short-staffed." Natalie F. Danielison at ChessChick01 says, "Went to Burger King this morning for a Diet Coke, and there was only one person working in the whole building. This is happening everywhere in Ohio. Isn't socialism grand?"
Well, Ohio sucks, so.
And I'm just like, Do these people know that words have actual meanings? And George is like, also, who goes to Burger King for a Diet Coke? Like, do they not have gas stations in Ohio? And I said, some people mistake their craving to exert power over others for craving fountain soda.
You can
That-
easily assert dominance at a gas station by just standing there and holding the diet soda button while I just stare at you. It's fine. I've had people do it.
I just call people by the wrong name. Just like Jeff, right to some guy's face. I don't even care. I don't care.
I almost miss working with Karens. Almost. But that's just because I miss the comeuppance of being able to...
come.
Oh, God, I will leave. So my next meme here is a 4-part slide. It is from the first Harry Potter movie when Hermione is trying to fix his glasses for him, and she says, I've only tried a few simple spells myself and they've all worked for me. For example, and points her wand at him in the second one while she clears her throat, and the third one is her casting Avada Kedavra on Harry Potter, and then it just cuts to credits. That would have been a much better way, I feel like, that those movies could have gone, and then they could have focused on Hermione like they should have.
Yep. Agreed.
The second one is a woman who is reading her computer screen wearing sunglasses, and mirrored in the computer screen, it just says, bitch, what the fuck, off of the lenses. This is my new favorite reaction meme, and I will be using it for everything.
Nice.
This one is from Gareth Reynolds at Reynolds Gareth. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's dumb. If you just switch 2 letters, Fort Lauderdale becomes Fart Lauderdale, and I need everyone to know that. I felt like that was a very important public service announcement.
Dude,
so.
Kenneth is a huge Gareth Reynolds fan, so I think we're nailing our audience here.
James at Caucasian
all the
James.
Michael Jackson, and now some like shitting on Gareth Reynolds. Ugh, jeez.
I literally have no idea who Gareth Reynolds is, so.
Oh, he's brilliant. Go
I
ahead.
will absolutely take your
Please.
word for it, and maybe Google him later if I'm half drunk on wine. James from at Caucasian James says dinosaurs literally got taken out on the same planet we walk on today, and people still think we're invincible. You're not better than a Stegosaurus. Hands down. No one I know is better than a Stegosaurus. My own mother is not better than a Stegosaurus. Another dinosaur theme meme. I did not set these up. They just thankfully came this way. It is a picture from the dinosaurs, specifically the velociraptors from Jurassic Park 1. And it says, you'll be pleased to know that rather than double down on our containment efforts, we've decided to dissolve the Velociraptor Containment Task Force altogether and focus instead on how we can get people back into the park as quickly as possible.
Hell yeah.
This is a 2-panel. The first one is a picture of snake butts, and it is specifically trying to show you the difference between a harmless snake and a venomous snake. And apparently a harmless snake has a nice, I don't know, scale-shaped anal plate, and the other one has a slightly less ideal anal plate shape, and then the harmless ones have like a braided anal plate of dual scales, and the other one is just a single roll, holy shit, row. And the second panel of it is meet a snake, show us your butthole. As that is oh my god, I forgot her name. I love her so much too. She's the evil lady from Devil Wears Prada. I love her.
Meryl Streep.
Thank you. Meryl Streep screaming at the Oscars, I think, if I remember correctly. But I just like the idea because I definitely know some people that would actively be doing that. This is I'm hoping just like a badly edited picture of someone at a function somewhere. Because holy shit. This is when it just is captured when the skinwalker knows you know, and it's like a woman who is like, leaning down to bite a sandwich, but her neck is just odd.
Ooh.
In the way that she's like trying to take a bite of this burger. It's concerning. And then in the second picture, she's just like looking up at the camera, kind of like, oh, can I help you? It's very uncanny valley, and I don't like it.
That's weird. I think.
but I wanted to inflict that upon everyone else as well.
Thank you.
This is from the Tumblrs. I think maybe the Reddits. I don't really know the difference. This just says, I did that adult thing you can do where you buy an entire cake and just eat it. I'm eating an entire cake. And they commented again and said, update, there was more cake than I had imagined. And then the third post back to themselves says, I see now why my parents didn't let me do this. And as someone who has also attempted to eat an entire cake in one sitting, I did do it and immediately regretted it like an hour later. I loved this one.
Wow.
This is absolutely great. This is from at Madeline Horwat1. It says, my artistic idol is the carpenter who carved this image so high up in a church, people didn't know about it for 800 years. And the picture
Gosh.
is a man who might be like a bishop or a cardinal maybe, who literally has his legs pulled back to his ankles behind his ears and his asshole's out, and there's his cock and balls. And I think that's great. Like good for them. I think that it's also very well carved too. That's probably the best part about it. It's not just like some bullshit carving, like it's well carved too.
That's artisanal.
This is a frequent picture I've seen just down through downtown Champaign.
Yeah.
Where the picture is just a bunch of the most vanilla assuming cis, probably rich-ish white dudes.
Yeah.
Like young college dudes that you can imagine, like they're all in pastels and have shorts on.
Yeah.
And
I feel the
like-
presence of a golf cart in the space. I can't see one.
3 of them are named Kyle, but it's all spelled differently.
Biff.
And the caption on it is just, I want a freaky goth girlfriend.
Yeah.
And like I've seen these people roll through Blind Pig before while I've been with my freaky goth girlfriend, and I don't like it. I loved this one. This is from At the Cut. It's a headline, and the headline is, there's drama in the queer penguin community. And it's a picture of a bunch of penguins, and it just says, 2 gay penguins with a reputation for trouble stole an entire nest of eggs from a neighboring lesbian couple at the same zoo. And I like the fact that they didn't elaborate that they were penguins. Because that could have been anything right then, and I liked that.
That's hilarious.
I like this one from at Serena Sonoma. They're replied to a tweet, and the original tweet is from the Daydreamer at Mr_Swift90, and it just says, women have lost the art of making a man feel special. And at Serena Sonoma responds, oh no, baby, we did that on purpose. And I just love the absolute fuck you energy that radiated. I'm always here for that. That makes me so fucking happy. This one was fucking great for me. This is someone who's watching YouTube videos on their phone, and it's like a thumbnail of Guy Fieri. And the video is labeled 10 hours of Guy Fieri saying Flavortown, while they're getting a text message from their dad that says, how's the job search going? So, oopsie doos. I really like this Fuck My Life today just because I was like, holy shit, my bro, I'm so sorry. It just says, today I gathered the courage to ask my crush on a date, and I called her. She quickly answered and said, can't talk right now, I'm in a movie theater, and then hung up. I'd called her home phone.
Oh, man.
Like, holy shit, dude. This one was fucking funny to me. This is a George meme from mine. This is my George meme.
Mhm.
And this is a woman standing in front of the largest collection of cannabis plants I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, holy shit. That is a bunch of marijuana. And it is large dinner size plate leaves of marijuana on top of that.
Yeah.
And it's just captioned day 167, still no tomatoes, sad face.
That one
Like-
literally made me laugh out loud when I saw.
And like the worst part is there's actually a person standing there
Yeah.
for scale as well.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like this thing is like 4 of her tall. It's horrifying. This thing is gonna take over the planet.
It's trees. That's like several trees.
I like this one. It's from Sailor Moon, or at least it's just Usagi from Sailor Moon looking snarky as shit. With a caption over it, and the caption is just, if all they do is give you issues, cancel your subscription.
Nice.
And I was like really fucked on cold medication the first time I read that, and I didn't get it, and so I had to have someone explain it to me, but I got there. And then my last meme that I've got for the evening is a picture of Squidward from SpongeBob, and it's captioned with, when you land a joke with perfect comedic timing, but everyone just ignores you. And Squidward is on the phone and says, you've reached the house of unrecognized talent. Just felt that was appropriate.
That was so lovely. Such a nice run. All right, another random dash through fun silliness here. This one I said I really liked is from my buddy Dave King, and I want to actually say a smidge on this. I recorded with Dave King this weekend. He wrote a beautiful song, and I got to sing it. And dude, I was ecstatic. It was a joy working in a basement with like 3 talented musicians, and I was so high on life yesterday. Anyway, Dave King also
just life.
well, at the end of the session, just life. Then anyway, so this one's from him. Dave's an awesome memester. It says, "Yeah, I'm addicted to crack," and then it's spelling out an acronym vertically. It says, "Caring, responsibility, affection, crack, kindness." That was really good. This next one was pretty fun. This is a post from @Janelle Camo, who's @VeryBadLllama is her tag. It's, companies, we are committed to working towards a greener future. Happy smiley face. Also, companies, hi, I know your entire job can be done from your couch, but we really need you to go back to idling in traffic 10 times per week because Brian needs to time your bathroom breaks to feel alive. That was reposted from General Strike. Yeah. I'm not done with Ayn Rand. There are 2 novels that can change a bookish 14-year-old's life. The Lord of the Rings and Atlas Shrugged. One is a childish fantasy that often engenders a lifelong obsession with its unbelievable heroes, leading to an emotionally stunted, socially crippled adulthood, unable to deal with the real world. The other, of course, involves orcs.
I was gonna say I never read Atlas Shrugged, but I have read all of Lord of the Rings when I was like in junior high or like freshman year of high school. So yeah, I'm good.
Look at your character development relative to Chad.
Okay,
So,
relative to someone else, then yeah, that's fine.
that was a libquotes.com piece from John Rogers.
Well done.
Can't fix stupid. And then there's a COVID saying, I can fix stupid. Stupid. I use that as a react all the time. I don't know how it got in here. Sorry about that. A whole lot of stuff that was like, my fall plans and like the Delta virus. And this one says, when things start to get back to normal, but then the Delta virus comes along. And from The Princess Bride, we see little Fred Savage saying, let's see, where were we? And then Peter Falk is saying, in the pit of despair.
In the pit of despair, Wazowski. Sorry.
In the pit of despair. I'm watching you in the pit of despair. There's a post from Jay Dunkel in the Coronavirus Dank Meme Stash. Subscribe to them or you're missing out.
I'm gonna do an entire episode using that voice one time. At one point, by the way, I'm gonna not have my camera on, and I'm just gonna do it, or I'm gonna see if I can find a filter that turns me into Roz. And that's all.
Dude, what we need you to do is log in twice and do 2 voices. Okay, that's what.
Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah, I'll just do double the work. Okay, I see what you're going for here.
I'll do the same thing. Come on, it'll be awesome. You're amazing. Oh my god.
Just go to your next meme. Holy shit.
My ears are getting hot and steamed up just thinking about your Roz voice. This one is from...
I need an adult. I need you someone to get one of those dolls so I can show you where Eric offended me. I'll just touch the whole thing.
Okay, so at Real Paul May says, in D.C., a friend of mine was reading The Exorcist. He felt it was the most evil book he'd ever read. So evil, he couldn't finish it. One weekend, he threw the book into the Chesapeake Bay. I went to a bookstore, bought another copy, ran it underwater, and put it in his desk drawer.
Oh, shit.
So good. 2 years ago, I love this. On this day, August 10th, 2019, my friend Lucy posted great tweet from @swearsayer. If you're surprised that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself last night, imagine how surprised he must have been. Oh, man. I miss the Epstein jokes, you know? Bring them back. Bring them back.
That's so good, though. Holy shit.
Jai, who spells it Xaichai, Jai, says, I want to throw an Oops All Loki's party where everyone takes the most generic Halloween costumes and turns them into Loki variants.
I specifically shared that into a friend group of mine where we all get together and we watch all the Marvel stuff like every Friday when it's out together, and we're probably actually going to do that at my place this year. I'm very excited.
Well, then, I'm coming to your place this year.
Show your Bax card at the door. That's this kind of establishment, motherfuckers.
That's saying a lot, man. Your friends are nuts.
They're all vaccinated, though. It doesn't matter if they mouth kiss each other. They're all vaccinated, at least.
Oh, that's true. I guess you're right. That is upper 40%. Upper 40 percentile of humanity. Coolio. This is Bill Murray reminding us that another news item this week was... we have Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. He says, well, it's reinstatement day again. Friend of the show, Craig Smith, posted that one, and it's spot freaking on. I kept wondering, like, what's Mike Lindell doing? What's the pillow guy doing? Well, look, it is reinstatement day again, yeah, with my pillow. I don't know. I really love this one. Answering machine message, but done in a really kind of a 1600s, like, wood carving sort of style. And it says, we're sorry. The demon you're summoning is unavailable. Your ritual is important to us. Please hold while we connect you to the next available servant of darkness. Error number 666.
That's fucking great.
That was posted in Arcane Bullshit. And I particularly like the little red eyes with 666s in them and the cool groovy font. And
I very much enjoyed your shift of tone, by the way. It was very good.
Thank you so much, man. I do actually do voicemail systems for bar mitzvahs or children's parties. So if anyone's looking to hire me, I do that. Para español, empreso uno. Easy. Love it. It's my life's work. This one was posted by you.
Oh, yeah. I lost that meme. I couldn't find it, so I'm glad you had it.
Prophecy C Guy says, Revenge of the Sith AU, where Anakin can't kill any younglings because they've set up hundreds of Space Home Alone style booby traps around the Jedi Temple. And the first response is he opens a door and a bucket full of sand unloads its contents all over his head. And it's an angry Anakin with little tears in his eyes. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm here for it.
So fucking funny.
So good. I can't believe this. It's such a good story. Again, God bless the internet. Thank you, blessed algorithm. This one was awesome, man. We see here 3 Buddhist monks. I'm guessing they have very long, almost to the floor robes, and they're all carrying Nirvana backpacks. And the Nirvana backpack is the smiling logo from that's got the smile and the X's for eyes, logo of Nirvana. And the guy who's posted it, who's calling himself Viral Thing, says, monks confused by band name. And then the next response is, maybe they are also into grunge. And my favorite of all... And I was like, okay, sure, why not? I mean, it's a good album, but then my favorite is Hubbins, who says they're probably not confused and are just the funniest people on earth.
I hope that's the case. If they know what's happening and they're still just like feeding into it, then these are the best people on the face of the planet. None of us can ever achieve anything close to them. We can all just leave.
No. I still remember watching one of the Buddhist monks who was just like, they were like, well, what about a mosquito? You wouldn't kill a mosquito? He goes, well, first I try and shoo him away. Maybe the next time I give him a little blood. And it's like, what? Your respect for life is way too high.
I don't even like people that much. If you buzz around my personal bubble for that long, I'm gonna slap you in the face. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Mosquitoes get it no matter what. And my last and final meme for this run, I believe, and I guess we'll come around and do the post for the most or whatever we want to do.
I don't have a post for the most, so
but dude, nobody's counting. Just throw up anything. So
Okay.
my last one here. This is I posted to the Facebook page because I log it to our Facebook for the blind page. J. Brandon Johnson at Johnson Joe B. Republicans be like, if we don't open up these schools we've intentionally underfunded for years so these kids can learn the facts that we regularly ridicule and ignore, well, there's going to be hell to pay. I swear to white American blue-eyed capitalist trickle-down Confederate Jesus.
holy shit.
So well crafted.
It's just holy fuck, that's just so much.
So much, dude. We don't open up these schools we've intentionally underfunded for years so these kids can learn facts that we regularly ridicule and ignore. There's gonna be hell to pay. So on brand.
Oh god.
So on brand.
All right. Then my last one / I guess technically my post with the most, even though this is not because I did not share it anywhere. Because
Right.
my current post with the most is being mean to unvaccinated people, but that's fine. And this is a picture of a woman, and I can't remember what or know where this is from. But it's captioned, when you see two people vaccinate themselves under an underpass, and she just looks very hopeful and proud, and she's saying, I'm so proud of this community.
Oh, nice.
I know.
Fab.
You told me to just put up whatever, and it was either that or it was a picture of my dog. So
I love you so much. You know this. All right, and capping it off on the most unusual version of this show so far. Let's see here. Oh, shit, I'm starting on the wrong one. Hang on. Just got to take that out and post. That's not going to work. Okay. All right. Am I not sharing? I don't want to
oh man, I found a way better one I should have gone with.
God damn it. Oh, well, go ahead.
Ah, neat. Okay, give me a second. I gotta send it to myself now. So nothing is ever easy.
Post. I do everything in post now.
It's fine. We'll cut it in post.
Dude, I'm so good in post.
I love this person on Twitter, by the way. I think that they're absolutely hilarious and they post a lot of funny shit. And this is the captain. And it just says 3 a.m. is known as the devil's hour because that's when ghosts, witches, and demons are most likely to appear. It also happens to be the time when you're most likely to receive a "you up" text. Coincidence? I think not. Beware those devil dicks and haunted holes, my friends. That one was significantly better.
Nice. I do remember, like, as a kid, you know, if you watch enough horror stuff, you're like, but why midnight or why 3 a.m.? Those are the two that, like, come up the most, you know what I mean? And like some adult, and I don't remember who it was, like, but just fooled me into thinking they were wise, and they were like, that's when the veil between the worlds is at its thinnest, and they can slip through. And I was like, oh, okay. That explains it.
Yeah, right. Like kids accept anything. Like my sister told me that she found me in a Cabbage Patch when I was like 4, and that's where they found me, and like how I became like a part of the family. And I thought that was the case until I was like 8, and then she told me I was adopted. And then it just turns out that I am the product of an affair. So that was even better than the first one. So that's great.
Nice. All right, we're going to wrap it up with my absolute favorite post with the most, and this one was fantastic. This is from Spectissa, at Spectissa. Went out with a guy and he gave me his phone to pick the playlist in the car. He had a playlist called Sexy Time, so naturally I chose that one. It was 9 hours of non-stop songs about coal miners going on strike. We are going out again tomorrow.
Holy shit.
Friend of mine posted new fantasy material right there. Another friend of mine, Kate, who's brilliant, posted the animated GIF of from Archer of Pam saying, I swear to God, you could drown a toddler in my panties right now. And just to cap it off, because I love it so, if your grandma's couch has always been covered in plastic, it's because she was a squirter.
Oh my God, why? Fuck you, cursed.
And that was what we call an episode of Facebook for the Blind.
Oh. Yay!
Thank you so much, everybody. Everybody, dear God, how do I turn this off? Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Please don't play Michael Jackson.
Ooh! Now I know. See, Matt.
God damn it. God damn
What's your first impulse?
Yeah.
man?
Yeah, no, my first impulse is when someone tells me not to do something that I know hurts them, I do that thing. It's like I have a friend who is like harmed by Christmas music, so
Yeah.
when we're hanging out and he keeps telling puns, I just put on Mariah Carey,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
here we
okay,
go.
please don't not play Michael Jackson.
What? Dude, you didn't
No, we
watch-
know you're kryptonite now, and we're both very Lex Luthor-ish.
Seriously,
so...
you did not watch enough television. You do not understand enough premises, and I just picture you walking around the playground in grade school going, "Don't noogie me. I hate to be noogied. Please, nobody noogie me. Nobody put me in a headlock. Nobody give me a swirly. I would hate that."
And I didn't do those things, but I
Well-
would spike them in the head with a dodgeball.